After Caesar's assassination, with whom did Cleopatra form a political and military alliance? Mark Antony. Why was trade active in Babylon? Due to the waterways of the Euphrates River. What technological advancement greatly contributed to the spread of the Renaissance? Printing. What was used as a new energy source during the Industrial Revolution to operate steam engines? Coal. Which country did Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama reach? India. What was the name of the long-range javelin used by the Roman army? Pilum. What was one of the main reasons for the weakening of the Roman military in the late Roman Empire? Increased reliance on mercenaries. Who was the British thinker who advocated for the separation of powers in the 17th century and authored 2 treatises of government? Locke. What is the name of the statue with a lion's body and a human face, symbolizing Pharaoh's authority? Sphinx. Which Scandinavian people invaded European coasts and voyaged to North America from the 8th to 11th centuries? Vikings, Norsemen. Who was the U.S. president during the Cuban Missile Crisis? John F. Kennedy. What emblem did Roman legions carry to maintain morale in the field? Standard, Aquila. Who was the leader of the Jacobin faction during the French Revolution who led the Reign of Terror and was eventually executed? Maximilien Robespierre. What special material was used in making mummies in ancient Egypt? Natron salt. What ideology did ancient Chinese kings use to govern? Mandate of Heaven. Who was the prominent leader of India's independence movement against British colonial rule? Mahatma Gandhi. What was the name of the large rectangular shield used by Roman soldiers? Scutum. What was the language that flourished during the Hellenistic period and served as a lingua franca connecting the eastern regions and the Greek world? Koine Greek. What was one of the basic tactics used by the Spartan army to crush enemies? Massed assault. What is the Holy Scripture of Islam? Quran. What was the system in Athens that allowed citizens to freely engage in economic activities? Market economy. What was the main natural factor that allowed the Minoan civilization to flourish on the island of Crete? Mild climate and natural harbors. What was the largest structure built by the Mesopotamians? Ziggurat. What is the land-based loyalty relationship between a lord and vassal in medieval Europe? Feudalism. Who were the main troops hired by Carthage to fight against Rome? Mercenaries. Who was the commander-in-chief leading the colonial army during the American Revolutionary War? George Washington. During which battle did Alexander the Great fight against King Porus? Battle of the Hydaspes. Which city-state first introduced the phalanx tactic in ancient Greece? Sparta. Who is the goddess of strife that set the stage for the Trojan War? Eris. What kind of society did Confucius aim to build? An orderly and moral society. Who is the goddess of marriage and family among the 12 Olympian gods? Hera. Who was the person that contributed to the spread of knowledge by inventing the metal movable type printing press in 15th century Germany? Johannes Gutenberg. On which continent did World War I begin? Europe. What are the jars called in which organs were stored during the mummification process in ancient Egypt? Canopic jars. What lesson did World War I leave for the international community? The necessity of international cooperation. What was the main psychological state of trench soldiers during World War I? Extreme tension and fatigue. What communication technology was newly utilized during World War I? Wireless telegraphy. What were the major Allied powers during World War II? United States, United Kingdom, Soviet Union. What major battle technique developed in the Mycenaean civilization helped maintain strong military power? Chariot warfare tactics. What is the severe economic crisis that started in the United States in 1929 and spread worldwide called? Great Depression. Thank you for watching until the end. We'd love to hear your feedback and historical insights in the comments. Your support helps us create even more history quizzes. Let's keep exploring together.